Happy Friday, fire breathers. This is for the home track, Jakaris Fit 2019-05-31 TGIF. So your workout today is named, just after the date, nice and boring, 2019-05-31 body weight. You have 4 rounds for time. Today is one of those days where my no equipment workout requires a jump rope. So, but again, as always, since the home workout is no body weight, no equipment necessary, you can do this RX by doing penguin flaps. I do absolutely count that because it is just as exhausting, just as tiring as double unders. So do your warm up. Always remember you can do your warm up as your cool down as well. And then start your timer, 4 rounds for time. Double unders. That rope spins twice under your feet for 1 rep. Your feet hitting the ground is 1. So don't have a jump rope. Your double under RX option for home, penguin flaps. 1 hop, 2 flaps of your hands against your thighs while your feet are in the air. Now, the caveat to having these BRX does require, again, a little bit of integrity and personal accountability. If you are getting off rhythm, then take a rest. I know it's hard to not count it since you don't physically have a rope that you're tripping over to not count, but just do your best and hold yourself accountable to that. So, penguin flaps look like this. Okay, just like with doing a double under with a jump rope, especially when people are learning, the idea is that you are creating more space between your feet and the ground in order to get that rope under twice. Same concept applies for the penguin flaps. In a perfect world, you're straight up and down, legs straight, core straight, and you're rebounding your feet where your heels are just kissing the ground. What might actually happen as you're trying to create that space is you tuck or you pike. That's more effort, more work, not efficient, but as you're learning and trying to figure out your rhythm, trying to teach your body to maintain this shape, that is acceptable. You will get there as long as you are constantly pushing your own standards each time you do it. Pike push-ups. For these pike push-ups, you can, the most simplified version of this is to keep your feet on the ground, get into a down dog, and press. So it would look like this. Up. Okay. By all means, if this is where you're at, do this. You can count this as RX. As long as you're keeping that head tucked underneath, your arms are straight, your butt's up in the air, and you're bending and pressing this way. If you start to come forward and do a push-up, that would be considered scaled. You can make your pike push-ups harder by putting your feet up on an object. So, like I have the stack of plates here, I could do it on. You can put your feet up on a couch that isn't going to slide away from you. Steps, okay? Whatever it is you get your feet up on, please be careful, don't slide. But however that may look is then, is my box in the frame? Oh, it is, although it'd be like really super close. So if you put your feet up on an object, same concept, get that butt up, straight arms. Now I'm up a little bit more. I have more of my body weight on my shoulders as I press. Keep that head tucked, get that head down to the ground as you press yourself up. If anybody would like to try, you can RX plus this by doing handstand push-ups. That's what a pike push-up is essentially, is that inverted pressing motion. So kipping handstand push-ups against a wall would be RX plus for this. You could also RX plus it if you don't have handstand push-ups, but you want to make the pike push-ups more challenging. You can do one-legged. I don't really recommend that. Just get as much as you can upside down. All right, alternating single leg reaches, also called single leg deadlifts. So you will alternate by starting straight, one foot flat on the ground, reach one leg back up behind you, touch your hands to the ground, and stand up. Switch legs, 2, and so on and so forth. It's an odd number. Each round, you end up with an even amount. So just split your reps accordingly. If you want to start each round on the opposite foot, you can. You don't have to. Like I said, by the end, it'll even out. And then lateral plank hopovers. What these look like is, I'm going to move this down. Oh, no, not. Move this down. You are going to, if you have an object to physically hop over, a broomstick, a Swiffer, a rolled up towel, just something to visually give you to hop over, you can. If you just need to use a crack on the floor or, you know, a piece of string or a shoelace, that works as well. But just something to give you to physically jump over. That object goes flat on the ground. You straddle it, okay? So your hands are on each side. Your feet are in a plank position. You're gonna pick a side to start on, hop over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Ideally, we're not piking. You want to maintain as much of a straight plank as you can as you hop. Obviously, you're going to pike a little bit as you move. Just try to consciously catch yourself every time you go to take a breather or take a rest during that and straighten yourself out. If you are unable to physically hop your feet back and forth like that, your scaling option, you can just touch to each side. 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? And if you are unable to get all the way down on the ground to hold your plank like that, put yourself up in a high plank on a couch, a bench, a step of some sort, bringing some of your body weight off, and then you can step back and forth over an object like that. So that's home. Jakaris, keep up the good work, and yeah, attack with fire.